In the heart of Jerusalem today, the conditions on the ground have shifted dramatically following the destruction of 20 Israeli military posts by Qatar. Missile strikes, a development that has sent shockwaves not only through Israel but across the wider Middle East and beyond. This attack is being closely analyzed for its strategic design, execution, and implications, both militarily and politically. And the features of the missiles themselves, along with their deployment methods, are at the core of the discussion. What makes this situation especially significant is the concentrated impact on Israel's military infrastructure in and around Jerusalem, a city that already carries enormous political, cultural, and religious weight. The damage inflicted on these 20 posts is not merely physical but symbolic, raising questions about Israel's defensive capabilities and the expanding reach of Qatar's military technologies. At the technical level, analysts are pointing to the performance of the missiles used in the strike. Qatari missiles are known for their precision-guided targeting systems, which allow them to bypass traditional radar detection and neutralize fortified positions with astonishing accuracy. Unlike older generations of unguided rockets, these missiles are fitted with advanced navigation systems that rely on a blend of GPS coordinates and infrared tracking, giving them the ability to hone in on hardened military posts. The strikes in Jerusalem demonstrated the unique selling point of these systems: pinpoint destruction with minimal waste of firepower. When examining the design of these weapons, one cannot ignore their aerodynamic efficiency, the reduced radar cross-section that makes them difficult to intercept, and the warhead configurations designed to penetrate reinforced bunkers, which is why 20 different posts could be taken down in a coordinated wave. This speaks volumes about not only the missile technology itself, but the planning and intelligence behind the strike from a performance perspective. What stands out is the ability of the missiles to overwhelm Israel's multi-layered air defense network. Israel is famous for its Iron Dome, David's, Sling, and Arrow systems. Yet the fact that 20 posts were destroyed indicates either saturation of defenses or the exploitation of vulnerabilities. Layman observers may wonder how such a heavily defended state could be penetrated, but military experts note that no system is infallible. A coordinated salvo of missiles, launched in rapid succession and varied can strain even the most sophisticated shield. This raises questions about whether Qatar deployed a mixed arsenal, perhaps blending cruise missiles with ballistic ones to confuse and bypass interception attempts. The strategic brilliance here lies not just in firing but in carefully timing and sequencing attacks. To strike when defenses are stretched thin, conditions on the ground in Jerusalem today reflect the aftermath of this assault. Military posts that once housed surveillance, communication, and command centers are now reduced to rubble, with smoke still rising from several impact zones. The civilian population in surrounding areas is rattled, as the echoes of explosions shook neighborhoods and created a sense of uncertainty about safety. Jerusalem, already tense due to its status as a contested city, now feels the weight of heightened insecurity. Roads leading to the damaged posts are blocked off, soldiers scramble to secure perimeters, and emergency crews are sifting through debris to assess casualties and repair efforts. In such a densely layered city, where religious shrines, government institutions, and military assets coexist within a few kilometers, the destruction of 20 posts sends a message of both tactical precision and psychological pressure. From the design standpoint of the military posts themselves, one would expect reinforced bunkers, underground chambers, and camouflage installations meant to withstand enemy fire. The fact that missiles were able to destroy them showcases the effectiveness of the Qatari strike package. Posts in Jerusalem are typically not frontline bases, but rather nodes for command, control, logistics, and intelligence. Their destruction is particularly disruptive because it cuts into the operational nerve centers of the Israeli defense forces in this region. Analysts believe that by targeting posts in Jerusalem instead of border regions, Qatar aimed to showcase its capability to strike deep into the symbolic and strategic heart of Israel. This choice of target magnifies the psychological shock value, sending the message that even the most central and protected locations are not beyond reach. Another critical feature of this unfolding event is the speed of information dissemination and the visibility of the attacks. In today's digital era, videos, Images and live feeds quickly flooded social media platforms, showing fireballs lighting up the night sky over Jerusalem. This immediate exposure amplifies the psychological dimensions of the attack, as people across the globe witness the destruction in real time. From a communication strategy angle, Qatar has positioned itself as a regional actor capable of delivering powerful blows while simultaneously framing the strikes as symbolic resistance. The unique selling point here is not only the missiles but the narrative. A smaller Gulf state showcasing its military innovation against a regional heavyweight like Israel. Looking closer at performance aspects beyond the missiles, one must also consider the operational coordination required. Launching multiple missiles to strike 20 separate posts requires near-perfect sync. This indicates strong satellite-based intelligence, real-time surveillance, and effective command and control networks on the Qatari side. Such sophistication challenges the notion that smaller states lack the capacity for complex warfare. The operational tempo displayed rivals that of larger powers, and the precision outcome reflects not just advanced weaponry but disciplined execution. Military analysts compare this to a stress test for Israel's defenses, which, for the first time in years, appear vulnerable in their own capital city. It's not only about physical destruction, but the symbolic erosion of deterrence. The implications for regional geopolitics cannot be overlooked. Conditions in Jerusalem today are part of a larger puzzle in which Qatar's strike serves as both a demonstration of force and a statement of intent. By targeting Jerusalem, Qatar projects itself as a defender of Palestinian interests and a challenger of Israeli dominance, which resonates across certain audiences in the Arab and Muslim world. On the other hand, it puts immense pressure on Israel to respond decisively, risking escalation into a broader conflict. This duality, military effectiveness combined with political signaling, is what makes this incident especially significant. The missiles are not just weapons. They are tools of strategy, communication, and influence. Civilian reactions in Jerusalem add another layer to the conditions. Fear mixes with resilience as many residents brace for further strikes or Israeli retaliation. Public discourse within Israel now questions the reliability of defense systems, the preparedness of military infrastructure, and the government's ability to ensure security in its most critical city. The destruction of 20 posts is not merely counted in terms of physical losses, but in the erosion of public confidence. For a layman observer, it is easy to grasp the gravity. If 20 fortified military positions can be destroyed in one wave, what does that mean for the safety of ordinary homes and neighborhoods? This is where the technical intersects with the human, as the story of missiles and posts translates into anxiety for families and communities. The unique selling point of this entire development from a narrative standpoint is the audacity and success of the strike itself. Rarely has Jerusalem, with its dense layers of symbolism and security, been hit with such precision and impact. The missiles are showcased as both technological marvels and strategic equalizers, while the posts that fell illustrate the vulnerabilities of even the strongest defense architectures. The unfolding aftermath in Jerusalem today is therefore not just about physical conditions, but about the reshaping of perceptions, strategies, and balances of power in the region. Every destroyed post tells a story of advanced engineering, calculated risk, and shifting dynamics. And the conditions on the ground reveal a city once again thrust into the center of a storm that blends technology, politics, and human consequence.